Hi everyone, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel, Naturally Beautiful Girl. So today I am bringing you the April Petit Vour box. And I'm always super excited to receive the Petit Vour box, but I think especially right now it is really exciting to get anything in the mail. It's just a nice change. It's something different, it's something new, it's something exciting. I am an affiliate with Petit Vour and I am sent the box each month, but I always give you my honest thoughts and opinions on the products in the box. Petit Vour is a vegan, cruelty-free, non-toxic beauty subscription box with products ranging from hair care, skincare, body care to makeup, so you get a nice variety of products. I have read some of your comments that you've been receiving different products in the box from the ones I have been talking about. I'm not really sure why that is. I'm guessing maybe it depends on how you fill out the little questionnaire. The box is at least somewhat customized based off of what your preferences are. I am guessing that's part of it. I don't really know, to be honest. Although I have seen throughout the time of receiving the Petit Vour box, be it when I was subscribed to it on my own and then now that I'm being sent it, sometimes there is some variation in the products that you receive. I'm going to go ahead and try out the makeup product in this month's box and share with you my thoughts on the other products. At the end of this video, I will be doing a review of the March Petit Vour box. And also, just in case you can hear a little bit of like dripping in the background or a little bit of background noise, it is raining today, so hopefully it's just kind of like a nice little soothing April shower. The first product in this month's box is one that was super exciting for me, and that is this right here. This is a RMS Beauty Swift Shadow, and at first I was like, I've never tried a Swift Shadow, and then I realized, wait a minute, I have tried them. I've tried out the RMS Beauty Hidden Desire palette, and also they had a trio of like pink shades that was released around Valentine's Day. I've also tried those out. This is my first like individual like single Swift eyeshadow. I have the shade Tempting Touch, which is TT76, and it is this nice kind of I'd say a warm-ish brown. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It's not a fully matte shade, but I really like it. I feel like if you're going to have a single shadow, that this is a perfect color for it, because this is a very versatile shade that you could use on your lid. You could also put it in your crease, and that's what I'm planning to do today. I'm going to do a one eyeshadow look just using this shade right here. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you. I have to say the pigmentation is pretty good. It's nice. It's not too creamy. It's not too powdery. It's just like right in the middle in terms of texture. And the shade itself is very pretty. Like I said, there's just like a little bit of shimmer in it, so it's not a purely matte shade, which I think is perfect for like an all over eyeshadow shade. I've not used this shadow before, so it's going to be a little bit of a learning experience for me and you. What I'm going to try to do is I'm planning to take my finger and apply this shade on my lid and then use a brush to blend it in my crease, though we may need to play around and change it up as we go. I have to say, I really like how this looks. The level of pigmentation is quite nice. It was blendable. The shade is really perfect for me and what I look for in a like one eyeshadow look. It just adds a little bit of depth and definition to my eyes. And also I just like that it has like the tiniest hint of shimmer in it, just so it catches the light and makes your eyes pop a little bit more, but it's not as high maintenance as putting on a full shimmer shade. So I really, really like this. I was looking for a shade honestly like this when I was traveling a lot. I mean, obviously I'm not traveling right now, really no one is. But I can envision myself when I'm traveling again that I would just bring this shadow with me and do like one eyeshadow look. So this is really perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on a bit of mascara, and then we'll talk about the other products in this month's box. The value of the Swift shadow is $20. Moving on to the next product, it's from Akar Skin, and I believe we had one of their facial mists a few boxes back. This time though, we have a face oil duo. These are sample sizes. We have the Clarify face oil and the Soothe face oil. And I have gone ahead and tested out each one. I've only had the box for 2 days, so I've only been able to test each one once. So I will be able to give you more thoughts on these oils in the May Petit Vour video when I review this month's box after having had it for a month. I really like the idea of having this as a duo because I have oily, acne prone skin. I gravitated towards the Clarify face oil because I think overall that'll be a better face oil just for my skin type. But I did like the idea of the Soothe face oil because honestly, I have this happen every spring. As we're transitioning seasons from winter to spring, my face can get like a little funky, like it can get a little bit of dry patches and stuff like that. And I definitely have had that going on a little bit. So I really was glad to have both of these. I did try them out. I liked them. They weren't too heavy. They didn't feel like they were sitting on my skin. They kind of absorbed in nicely. Like I said, once I try these out some more, I'll be able to give us more thoughts, but on first use of each one of the oils, they were really lovely. If you get these face oils, one of the tricks I've been doing with face oils recently, and I talked about that in my skincare video, which I will link up above, but I've been mixing face oils into lotions. And for me and my skin type, that just works really well. It just makes the lotion better and the oil absorb in better. It's just a beautiful combination. I did try that out with the Soothe face oil and I really like that. The Clarify face oil I did just put on top of my skin like you traditionally would, and that worked really well. So that's another option, another way to use face oils, but so far I like them and I'm definitely looking forward to trying them out some more. And the value of this duo is $36. So the next product is a deodorant, and I feel like we've been getting a number of deodorants recently. This one, I have not heard of the brand before. This is called Rustic Maca, and this is the Luna Bliss baking soda free natural deodorant with charcoal and magnesium. So I will show you what it looks like. It is in fact a charcoal deodorant. It is gray, like charcoal deodorants typically are. It is a little bit messy, as you can see around the top. My deodorants always end up making a mess. I don't know how this happens to me, but it always does. So I have actually tested this out for a couple of days and I was skeptical because on top of having oily, acne prone skin, like I feel like my body is just like extra. It's like, let's be oily, let's be extra oily. And when it comes to sweat and sweating, my body's like, let's sweat a lot and let's be pretty stinky about it. I often find that a lot of non-toxic deodorants just don't work that well for me. I use the Ursa Major deodorant. That one is not vegan, but it just works really well for me. I also have good luck with the Kaya Naturals Takasumi Detox deodorants. Those work. They aren't quite as powerful for me as the Ursa Major, but they definitely do work well and they are vegan. So I was kind of expecting this to not work, and honestly, I'm pretty surprised. Like I've been testing this out for I believe 2 days now, and I did exercise yesterday, so I did use this and then exercise. And I have to say so far I've been smelling pretty good. And you may say, oh, it's like spring, it's not that hot. I know, but I've been testing out some other deodorants and honestly, they weren't working that well for me. And even with it being spring, like I could tell I was starting to smell. And this one, I really have not been. It's been working well. The scent is pretty strong on this deodorant. It reminds me a lot of the Juicy Bamboo scent from Kaya Naturals, which makes sense because this does actually have bamboo in it. So I think that's kind of where the scent is coming from. They describe the scent as being a clean, powder, crisp scent with a hint of light floral aroma. I would say it's more clean. I'm not getting very much floral, but I do like the scent of it. It is a little bit strong though. But it does fade on you pretty quickly, like once you get it on. The consistency of the deodorant is nice. It rubs on nicely. It's not rough, which I've had some deodorants that feel kind of rough and this one doesn't. It does feel a little bit sticky, although I've only been using this deodorant for 2 days and it's quite possible I'm applying a little bit too much deodorant and that's feeling sticky. I'll have to play around with that some more. But in terms of effectiveness, it's actually been working, which I was pleasantly surprised by. So I will definitely keep using this and testing it out further, but so far so good on this one. And this is a full size deodorant and the value of this deodorant is $11, which is also really awesome because non-toxic deodorants can get really expensive and $11 is a really good price for this large of a deodorant. So hopefully it continues to work well for me. And then the final product we got in this one's box is this one here. This is the Love Sun Body. It's like Love Somebody, but Love Sun Body. I don't know. My sense of humor has gotten very interesting after being inside for so long. But the Love Sun Body lightly scented sunscreen. This is a sample size. It is SPF 30 and it is a physical sunscreen, so it only uses non-nano zinc oxide. It doesn't have any chemical sunscreen ingredients, which I only use physical sunscreens. I haven't opened this tube yet, but I've tried another sunscreen from the brand. I think the one I tried was the unscented one. I just haven't opened this because honestly, I'm not going outside right now. Like, I've been going on a few walks here or there, but honestly not that many. I've talked about this a little bit, but I live in a very densely populated area because I live in Boston, and it's actually really hard to go for a walk without running into other people on the sidewalk, and there's just not enough space on the sidewalk for all of us. So I've been trying to exercise inside, open my windows when the weather's nice, but honestly, I've been very minimally actually walking around outside, so I really have not seen the sun. There's not a lot of point in me opening this at the moment. I have tried out, like I said, I think the unscented version of the sunscreen from this brand, and it's okay, but it's not my favorite. Like, I just found that the consistency wasn't the best, and I had a hard time actually rubbing it into my skin, and I definitely felt like it white casted me. I have fair skin, so if a sunscreen is really white casting me, it's got a serious white cast problem. I will definitely use this once I start kind of going outside more regularly, but just given my past experience, this wasn't my favorite sunscreen. I much prefer the Pacifica sunscreens actually. Some of them have chemical sunscreens in them, so you have to read the ingredients really carefully. But the ones with just physical sunscreen, I find the formula to be much better than this one. And the value of this was $6, which means that the overall value of this one's box was $74, which is kind of crazy, but it's definitely a good value. In short, I really like the face oils. I think those are a nice product and I'm looking forward to using them. The Swift Shadow I'm all about. Like, I think it looks really pretty and I will definitely be using that a lot. And I surprisingly really like the deodorant. The sunscreen for me was a bit of a miss, but you know, it is what it is. So let's move on to the March box. So in the March box, we got the Pacifica coconut water. And this is a micellar cleansing tonic. I hadn't had a chance to try this out prior to filming my first impressions of the box. And I have tried this out and surprisingly, it works really well. Like, I typically use an oil cleanser to remove my makeup, but I have tried this out a few times on some cotton rounds, reusable cotton rounds. It did remove my makeup really well and it didn't feel like it was leaving any film or anything behind on my skin. I did go ahead and do a second cleanse, but I always do a second cleanse after removing makeup, so that wasn't really a big change for me, but it just broke my makeup down really easily, which was quite impressive because I have tried some other like cleansing waters, micellar waters, that just didn't break my makeup down that well. So this one definitely did. It's not the type of product that I typically incorporate into my skincare routine, but I could see if you are looking for a product like this, that this is definitely a very effective one. We also got this Inkling Scents perfume in the scent Sultry, and honestly I've not really used this because I've just been hanging out at home and I'm not much of a perfume person. Like, I've come to realize that about myself. I just don't really wear perfumes, so I really have not reached for this much. The scent is just not my favorite. I have found it really hard to find clean, non-toxic perfumes that I actually like. Most of the scent profiles are not aligned with what I typically like for perfumes, so because of that I just really haven't been wearing much in terms of perfume. So this is nice, it's just not a product that I'm reaching for and using. We also got the Oliva Pure Natural Definition Eye Pencil in the shade Ink. I, once again, already actually own this and I really liked it. It's just not a product that I use often in doing my eye makeup. I typically just don't use any sort of liner. If I want to line my upper lower lash line, I'll normally just use a deep eyeshadow shade to kind of give it a little bit of definition. Just because of the shape of my eyes and how hooded they are, I find that that is more flattering for me and my eye shape. But I do really like this. It's nice and black. It doesn't smudge or fade too much on me. It's a really nice product. It's just one that in my routine, in my makeup routine, it's just not a product that I reach for a lot. But like I said, I already had one on hand and was already enjoying it prior to getting it in last month's box. And then the final product we got was the trial size of the Momi Styling Jelly. I also already own this one in the full size and really did like it. I do think that this product would be better suited if you had naturally curly hair. I mean, you can see right now my hair is wavy, but it's wavy because I braided it when it was damp and put a sea salt hairspray in it. So I sometimes will also use, when I'm styling my hair like this, styling jelly to help hold my waves better, and it works well for that. But I think if you have curly hair, that would be optimal for this product. My hair is naturally very straight, so I typically only use this product if I'm gonna do a more like wavy curly hairstyle, and this works well for that. And overall, I have to say I really love the Momi hairline. Actually, I think all of the products except the shampoo and conditioner are carried in the Petit Vour shop, which includes my all-time favorite dry shampoo, which is the Momi dry shampoo. So if you are looking for a dry shampoo and we're having kind of a hard time purchasing the Momi dry shampoo because it wasn't widely carried, you can now get it in the Petit Vour shop, which is awesome. I was super excited to see it there. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also check out my Instagram. I'm at naturallybeautifulgirl to see more of me there. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!